I was driving down a 16th fairway, which is pretty straight.
No. The McKinney.
Where the hell
Oh,
are
the
we
McKinney.
going?
Sorry, I thought we were talking about... I might be shit-faced. Huh?
Jesus.
All right, so
man, where the fuck are you going?
Oh.
Have you ever noticed that? Every time you smack, I make a noise.
You go...
Yeah.
You always make a noise. Welcome to the...
It's been a while.
Tornado podcast.
Tornado. That's crazy.
Podcast. It always gets... I need to up my tornado technique because it always gets super foamy. Because you're borderline like shaking the bottle when you're trying to get the NATO.
Yeah, I think it might be... Do you think it's the beer also?
No. I don't know.
What do you look
Oh, you need a bottle opener?
Yeah.
You need the
Because
horsey?
does it do it with Bush bottles? I feel like Bush isn't very...
Okay, so here's the thing. I've seen videos of guys doing it, and they usually take like a swig out of it because you need to have enough room in there.
Well, I've also seen guys do it.
This looks real gay, but
I've also seen guys do it, but then like once they're like doing it, they open their mouth. And,
I think there's more of a technique to it than people think there is.
Because they start with their mouth closed and then they like open like that.
Specifically, I'm talking about the guy that goes like, and
yeah,
he, like, licks it. Like that guy's like that's like what he's known for.
Well,
Can we pull that up? No, we're not using that. But
he clearly sex cop.
All
right.
Okay.
I'm Jake and I'm a grass daddy. I kind of forgot we're recording.
Is that not allowed on the pod?
I don't know if this one's gonna go first or
no. I think you should start with the good,
the game
good one.
Yeah, because
But I'll probably upload these in subsequent weeks.
Let the true fans experience this pod.
So wait. So what do you mean?
Like this is gonna be like
upload the game like right away, and then upload this next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the new audience is gonna be more into the game.
And I did kind of set it up like we're gonna record another one.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
So they're aware.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah. So if you're just tuning into this one as a fresh one, this is our second episode of the night that we're recording.
And
so
I'm sorry you missed one of the greatest episodes.
we are deeply sorry that you What am I saying? That you missed. This episode is going to be a little bit sloppier.
Spencer finally won something. That's what we're getting at. Look at Listen, if you haven't seen the first episode, click out and watch that.
If you haven't seen the episode right
spoiler.
before this one,
this is a spoiler.
Go and watch it. I'm not sure. I'll probably just name it Rambling Feud.
That's a great.
Also,
title.
I wanna give a shout out.
Give a shout out
to Maggie Killam for having a baby. Because that
were up one, but that one sealed the victory.
That sealed the deal.
That sealed the victory.
Your sister sealed the deal for having a baby.
My sister's cervix sealed the vic.
Shout out cervixes.
Shout out to women. No, okay.
Shout out bro. okay. Let me stop.
Let's not get carried away here.
Here we go already. We're 3 minutes in and it's getting way wire.
Hey, shout out broads. I'm sorry. That wasn't. Sorry.
Have you ever seen? Okay, so there was one episode of Two Bears.
What are you looking?
Is my fate down there?
It's right here.
Oh, there you go.
Two
Bears.
There was one episode of Two Bears where Bert was talking about. You know, Bert gets away with saying some of the crazy.
You know what I noticed too,
shit.
Dude? He gets so much hate. It's crazy. Like. I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how Bert's still alive.
But
like,
people,
I don't even.
No. If you go on any like Two Bears video, all the comments are just like, "Great, now Tom's not going to get a talk." It's like this podcast platform is basically 50-50 Bert and Tom.
I know, and
everyone just talks shit.
You know
on
what's
Bert.
weird for me is when I listen to a Grass Daddies podcast, like just one of them.
Shameless plug. I like it.
And then, like, after the Grass Daddies podcast gets over, it flips to Two Bears.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, but, okay, but
Every time.
Are you following Two Bears?
No.
Huh.
So
It's just every time.
My pick is a little bit hard, but are you telling me that we've been roped into the comedy category?
I think we have.
Maybe
Looking at our Spotify
that's on
analytics,
Spotify. That's on Spotify. Yeah.
Jumping spider. Okay. I know we're all a little bit inebriated, but we gotta try to lock it in a little bit at least for this.
Fuck, man.
Okay.
At least we aren't burping throughout the entirety of the show. That's most of a podcast.
I don't think you belched.
I don't think we burped
time.
last time we did this.
I don't think so either. I was busy hosting. I'm Steve Hardley.
Well, normally you have a big old one right in the mic.
No, I don't ever do that.
Nah.
You just.
Hey, Jamie, can we look up how many times Jake has burped into the mic?
You know what I hate, though? Because starting this podcast, Cam and I were like, dude, we got to start a podcast. As any friend group does. Yeah. Dude, we should have a podcast. Dude, we're so funny.
We're funny, yeah.
Anytime we have a conversation and we're both laughing because we have this same sense of humor.
We can do this.
We have this funny, like, we should so have a podcast. That's basically, was Cam and I. And we were like, oh, Jake is Tom and Cam is Bert. Like, we're so... But honestly, after starting this podcast and listening to episodes, I see a lot of similarities with myself and Bert.
Listen,
which...
Bert gets an unreasonable amount of hate. I think.
Right.
I see where some people are coming from, but some people also
some of it's unnecessary.
Just jump on the train of fuck Bert.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's almost
listen
like
to this
funny.
high pitched squeal. You know, it's like but 2 years ago he was like on top of the comedy. You know. That's all I think it is. It's just people like shift momentum.
I mean, he is a technically top tier comedian.
No, but like what I'm saying is like if you listen to their podcast years ago, people wouldn't have the same opinion.
Right.
To where I feel like it's just like somebody has that opinion and then another group just jumps onto it and then it's like I'm just gonna run with Bert sucks.
I'm gonna
fat. He drinks.
I'm gonna make my opinion the same as the larger.
That sounded kind of personal.
I was talking to you actually. No,
that sounded kind of ranty. That sounded a little ranty.
Dude,
and it turned me on a little bit.
Well, because I've seen this and I've thought about it to where I'm like,
has there been a lot of comments about me like that too?
No, we don't get comments. No, true. Where I'll watch like a YouTube short with Bert in it, and the whole section is everybody hates Bert, which I
don't get it.
You know, he might not be the funniest guy. Not a lot of the things he says makes me laugh, but I don't hate the guy. You know, where it's like
you're a Bert guy and you're tired of it.
I don't know.
You're a fan of Bert and you're tired.
It's like
just
some
like
of the
you're
people,
a Sam fan and I'm tired of it.
I'll never be tired of Sam.
Like, I don't think Bert is as funny as Tom, so I'm just gonna say that I don't like Bert. Yeah, it's like
until he kills himself eventually. And
Jesus, man.
Well, that is the internet.
Come on.
That's how the internet works. Okay.
We're not even 10 minutes in and you're talking about this?
Well, you bully somebody till they can't take it, and then a new guy comes along.
Do you have something you want to tell us?
I hate the internet. That's basically
the internet kind of sucks sometimes.
Listen, I like what you're doing with the internet.
And this is not like political.
No.
Platform.
Yeah,
this is supposed to be a comedy
yours
podcast.
there, bud.
But I do hate where it's like 3 people.
I hate.
I do, and it's like 3 people have an opinion.
This actually leads me into.
This is sponsored by Marlboro Red. What?
Do you got topics? Wrote down.
I have topics.
Wrote
down.
Okay, good.
So we're gonna steer this conversation.
Yeah, let's get on the topic
instead of
so we can
rambling.
actually do something here.
Bert sucks. He's fat. He's.
Let's go into this topic that I have wrote down because this applies to it. I hate. On the contrary, I
enjoy it.
So I think this conversation. So Lena and I had a conversation.
Calm down.
Lena and I had a conversation. We were driving back from her parents' house, and we were rehashing. I think it was like a couple days after we were at a wedding reception, and I kind of tied one on a little bit. Okay, it was an open bar with PBR on tap, and I was like,
Whoa.
"Oh my god,
It's over for
Give me
you.
50 right now. I'll
And
take 14 of them right now.
And me and this other guy.
yeah.
It's one of those moments where you're like, I wish I had more than two hands.
Yeah. Like, I can't drink these fast enough.
And then me and this other guy were like, we got to make it our mission to get like Nickelback on. And we went up to the DJ, and he's like, I think I could squeeze one in. And we were like, it was just honestly, I was on one that night.
I got a topic now. Now that you mentioned Nickelback.
I haven't even gotten to my topic.
Yeah, I know, but
He's found it.
you mentioned Nickelback, and
Okay.
there's some stuff said
Okay,
in our
okay.
group chat.
Okay, say it after this. Say it after
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Little beef.
So,
The fuck?
this, and this applies to you too. This is coming full circle. This is the same wedding reception I tried to set you up.
Oh, with the
So
Nazi?
what are you talking? What?
God!
What? You tell me with that last name she wasn't a Nazi?
I don't know.
That's honestly valid. So her mom.
I'm not going to say her
No,
last
no,
probably
name,
a
but
listener.
shout out.
So her mom.
I'm
came
taking,
up to me.
bitch. No,
This
sorry.
is funny. This is funny. This is funny. Her mom came up to me.
Yeah.
I basically was just like she came up behind me and was just like, "You and Lena are such a nice couple," and she was like, "You're like such a great. Will you set up my daughter?" And then I was just like, like, was one of your friends or something? I was just like, I could maybe do that. And I was like, is she here? And she was like, yeah, she's standing right behind me. And then like, she came up, and then the mom just like vanished. And I was just like, then on like matchmaker mode. And I was like, I got a couple friends.
You know,
It's kind of awkward.
I got this
But
400-pound alcoholic you'll
honestly-
love. You'll
Ew.
Not 400. You're not
450. 450, actually. No,
Not even fucking
not even
close.
Anyways, I was having a lot of fun. I was pretty
350.
buzzed. I was in my element. I was socializing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Basically, I had, and this is where I'm like Bert. When I'm in a social setting,
Yeah.
no, listen.
Oh, you do the laugh.
When I'm in a social setting, I like being the center of attention.
True.
And when I'm rolling and I'm making people laugh,
It's hard to stop.
I love it.
It's so hard
I
to
feel
stop.
like I have
It's
people
so hard
eating
to
out of the
stop.
palm of my, like, I feel like I'm performing.
I do this at the bars where I'll get a group of buddies laughing,
And you feel like you're performing.
dude, and it's like people I've never met, and I get them laughing. It's like, all right, I crack my knuckles. I'm like, all right, let me pull out the fucking
Right!
let me.
You start almost
Yeah,
pulling out
yeah.
material.
Dude, for
like
real.
things you think will
I
make them
become a
laugh.
stand-up comedian, and it's like, oh, they didn't laugh at that. Fuck. All right, back
So,
up.
so this is another.
Yeah.
So this is another reason why I think I'm like Bert, because I heard him telling a story where he was like, I was at summer camp, and like I'll do material with my friends, and I was murdering. And Tom was like, "You'll do material?" He's like, "Yeah, I was murdering." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm kind of like that."
Dude,
I
I'm the
do-
polar opposite of that.
Like if I have people laughing, I'm like, I'm murdering right now. Like I'm making everyone laugh. Anyways,
There's not a trophy. You're not here.
so Lena and I.
no.
Oh, fuck it around. Fuck it around. Shut up.
So Lena and I were on our way home from her parents.
All right, you guys get your two feet.
Lena and I were on our way home
up.
from her parents.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this whole night. And I was kind of explaining to her why I love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, there's so much negativity and anger in the world, on the internet, where people are always quick to jump on the hate train. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could not be more opposite. I just love to have a good time. I love to make people laugh. It's my favorite thing. And I just said, I love to laugh. That's what I said. I was like, I love to laugh. And Lena just looks at me. She goes, are you drunk?
No.
I was like, what?
I do like getting on.
Like, she thought what I said was crazy.
No, I hear both sides of.
I'm like, what?
I
was
do-
like, I love to laugh. She's like,
I'm all about the hate train, though.
I do.
What?
I do
Oh,
love a
yeah.
hate train.
why?
I'll never
I don't
jump
know,
on it.
man. Oh, I jump on that thing.
No.
I'm
Listen.
the goddamn conductor in some situations.
Oh, you're starting it?
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
dude, Okay, let's take this in the NFL. That one game that
Wait.
Darnold's going to have, that one bad game this year Sam Darnold's going to have, right on the hate train. Fuck that guy.
Okay, well,
Okay,
sure.
your hate train is like sports related where like, I don't like this player. I'm talking about real life, like just negativity.
Motherfucker, that is real life. That's a human being, too.
This shit's real to me.
No, I'm talking about like being a negative for no reason other than to make yourself feel better.
Like,
it makes me feel better than saying Sam Darnold's shit.
You know those posts I send to you?
That cannot be talked about on this.
Well, they can't.
That cannot be talked about.
It's a bunch of people with a quarter of a brain, and I send them to them for my enjoyment. For my enjoyment.
God.
No.
Okay. Your algorithm.
My algorithm sends me.
No. I'm trying to save bottle caps. It's all right. I don't care.
Here.
You already ruined it. You already deformed it.
Yeah. That's gonna be
This episode is so in shambles. This episode is off the rails.
The most sober guy.
Oh, can I just say my piece now?
Say whatever you want, dude.
You had your piece.
Cam.
Oh.
Camden Will.
Oh.
Cam.
He's somewhere in the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
Joshua Tree.
He was on a camel and sending us videos over the group chat, you know?
Somehow he had reception.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I think he hooked up an Ethernet cord to like a fake. It was like a fake pharaoh statue that was actually like a telephone pole.
Yeah, that could have been.
That must have been.
But he said
Fuck
something.
like a dolphin in the ass or something.
Huh? This kind of goes more towards
He sent us
Ben.
a video of him snorkeling like a Tahiti. I don't know. I think that's Mexican. Go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway, it kind of goes more towards him. What he would say an S tier band was.
Is this what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay, this is your
his
topic.
S tier band. Well,
Me?
Well, what was it that Cam
Red Hot
said?
Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
No. For Cam or for me?
Well, like, what do you?
He said
think?
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nickelback, Creed.
No, like I don't.
Who are we
think-
talking about?
Well, Cam sending
Cam's
that
video
video
said Red
on
Hot
the
Chili Peppers
camel.
are S tier.
I don't think.
No.
I don't think.
But
they
that's
are.
also for if you're into...
I think in terms of just legendary like notoriety,
they gotta
are.
be up there for sure.
They're up there.
I don't know.
Everybody
man.
knows
They're
Red
an
Hot
infamous
Chili
band.
They are.
They're an infamous music group, and that's why.
Yeah. Just like Queen or Led Zeppelin.
It's almost like they've earned that spot,
But
regardless of how good their music
like,
is.
AC/DC
I wanted to ask Ben what he thought because he is a big, like, rock.
Wait, so what am I answering?
Well, what do you think? Do you think
My
Red
S
Hot
tier?
Chili
No.
Peppers are in the S
But that's
tier?
not my cup of tea, though. I'm more into, like, blues, rock and roll. That's not Red Hot Chili Peppers at all.
Okay, but just in the basic general notoriety of the music.
Notoriety, they gotta be up there.
Right.
A or S.
Right.
But that's not because I think they're good. That's just because people know them.
It's a very subjective. I mean, that's one. It's like, do you think this movie is S tier? It's like that's such a subjective thing because anyone can like or dislike.
No, but I think where
this certain genre.
where you're coming from seems right. Where it's like as far as like public knowledge goes, because then it
they're
kind
a
of
very well known.
it takes away from the personal aspect of it.
Okay, my thing is like 3 Doors Down.
Fuck them.
They aren't really a well-known band necessarily, but
Burn
they have
in a fire.
really, really well-known songs. So, like, where do you go into that area? Because, like, they have a pretty famous, like, Kryptonite. That's a really famous song. But they're not that well-known. Like, they're well-known, but not, like...
Let's do this.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like it's the same way.
What are
Creed's
other
well known.
okay? What are other bands that like? Because when you said 3 Doors Down,
you had no idea.
I wasn't sure who you were talking about, and then when you said Kryptonite, I'm like, I could sing you that song.
Yeah,
What's
3
another
Doors
music
Down.
group like that?
Weezer.
Weezer.
Third Eye kind of blind. Third Eye kind of blind, baby. I know something else.
Okay,
But I'm saying like Three Doors Down.
Weezer, I feel like is a little bit more well known.
Well, like Kryptonite is a pretty famous song with a band that's like.
I know that Bryce played that all the time.
Well, you would know the song,
but he was also begging for a coffin.
He was also
But you would know the song, like
he was looking for a hate crime or begging for a coffin.
Yeah.
That was Bryce, dude. That was fucking. And listen,
we love you, Lance.
Lance, we don't find hate crimes often at a country club.
When we first started this, I think he was like, "I put your podcast on, but don't listen to it."
Yeah, he told me
he
told me that he puts the podcast on and turns his volume off, so you guys get a view, but really,
we'll take whatever.
That is a homie though. Think about how
that is a G.
How cool you gotta be to not listen to anything for like an hour, and then just be like, "Well, I guess I'll play it."
Okay,
you know, it's not.
I don't think he was actually doing that.
No, I don't think he was listening to it.
No, he said he did it on YouTube because he would go. He said when he was cooking food, he'd just start playing.
Why would he ever do that? I don't think he was doing that.
To be a good friend.
Whatever.
All right.
Him and Alex probably.
Do you want a new topic?
Blowing cum on each other's
faces.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What'd you just say?
Nothing. Just put a new topic out there.
You want a new topic?
Yeah.
Can we not talk about fucking... Never mind.
This is getting haywire.
This has been like the most political... Okay, let's do this. I got a good topic for this.
Never mind.
I got a good topic for this situation. So... Another time, I was at my parents' house not long ago. Can't remember what the occasion was.
Ice and Rudes?
Yep. We were just getting together, having some supper, playing cards.
Did you know Ice went to college?
And we were my mom.
Ice. Oh.
We were talking about for some reason the topic of like just being like extremely hungover came up. And my mom went to college, but this wasn't when she was in college. God, we were talking about how there was one time she was super hungover, and she was like went to church the next day.
Oh man!
And like got sick, like had to go to the bathroom.
Dude, I swear,
dude, my mom fucking partied.
That's the only reason I'm not religious is because
what?
Who's showing up to a Sunday mass?
Well, you don't have to.
Sober.
And we're Lutheran. It's not mass.
What do you got?
Just church.
Oh, I'm
mass.
I'm Catholic. We got mass, dude.
Yeah,
we're doing
mass, baby.
Hey, we're doing fucking mass.
You
got Hey, you pussies are doing fucking.
I'm converting y'all.
What are you doing?
Absolutely not.
What, church?
You guys, the same thing as mass.
You're going to hell, brother. You're going to hell.
Yeah.
Listen,
okay.
At
least I won't go to purgatory first.
Hey, we're not eating.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say what I was about to say, but.
Anyways, speaking on a
this
hangover,
has been our most political episode yet.
I got a question for you guys.
What's up with the kids at the Vatican?
Oh,
what?
Well, you bring up like little topics, and then
I'm setting up a story. I like to set up stories.
The fucking setup, dude. Jesus Christ.
My brain's like a little spark plug right now, and you're trying to start the engine.
I finally feel like Cam is back.
He is a hamster with a wheel. It's just.
But
it stops. And
do certain beers give you like bigger or less hangovers?
That's where you're going.
No.
Oh my.
It just depends on how much I drink of whatever I'm drinking.
Yeah. So it's just.
By the way, he tried to pull the bullshit.
Okay.
Or what was it? Busch Light doesn't give me hangovers.
Your body is literally a test tube.
But dude, ultras give me a fucking I can't move for a day hangover. But if I drink any,
if it's the same alcoholic content across different beers, it affects your body differently.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe that.
I drink 15 ultras.
How many
one
chromosomes you got?
Probably about 0.
Well, that's too many.
You gotta bump those numbers up.
We gotta bump. 46 is what I'm looking for.
Okay. But anyways, no, I drink
47.
like 15 ultras. Couldn't move the next day. Next weekend, drank 15 Busch Lights. Woke up. I'm like, here we go.
Well, so to answer your question, no.
Busch Light's a scam.
maybe I haven't drank enough or done enough research. There's
I don't
so
know.
many. Listen,
A hangover's a mindset, anyways.
There is so many different things that can weigh into a hangover.
No, it's not.
The amount of sleep you get, the amount of water you drink, a mindset.
Dude, the amount of
That is
sleep
a
you
physical
get,
thing that happens to your body.
the amount of
No.
sleep you get is crazy. How much it affects a hangover.
Because it affects how much your body recovers.
No, but like I'll wake
how
up.
much
like,
water you
when it's, like,
drank, how much food you ate, how
when
much
it-
time between when you woke up and went
Well, I
to
can
bed.
guarantee you,
When
both
it's
of those weekends, there was not much food in the old belly.
Okay, well, yeah. Before you came here, you said you had a pack of ramen.
Yeah.
you're on your.
I did give you a
pack
couple
of
slices
ramen.
of pizza though.
One slice. I took one.
Okay, it was so hot, dude. He was like, like he fucking freaked out.
Yeah,
Dude, it was like I felt like I was fucking eating lava for a second.
there's a gas station that gives you a personal pizza by my house, and I crushed that in probably 2 minutes. It was.
Talking near my.
Oh, sorry. It was a 6 inch.
Okay, is that a mosquito wristband? Like, is that a mosquito repellent wristband?
Yeah, what do you...
This is my lady's.
Whoa!
Hairband.
Oh.
Hey, bitches, get out of here. No, I'm just,
That's your lady's wristband?
yeah. It looks like a telephone.
We'll be right back. Okay, let me finish what I was saying.
Okay.
Christ almighty.
Oh,
So we were talking about hangovers.
finish that.
I think that's what we were talking about. We were talking about my mom being sick going
Yeah.
to church. I think another story was about her going to work and she was sick. But we were talking to my dad. We're like,
Papa Rude?
yeah, Papa Rude. We're like,
Papa
did
Rude?
you ever have like a nasty hangover that you thought of? And he was just like, well, first of all, and this is actually just the other day. He was like, I was never hungover because I was usually starting up right when I woke up, so I was never hungover.
Dude, fuck that answer.
Okay, but he was like, not that I can recall, but there was one time I fell asleep standing up at work. We're like, what?
So
Oh,
you were
man.
hungover.
So he used to work at a place called Ag's Services in Grand Island. Basically, it was like a plant where they would like, to spare you the details, they would like mix fertilizers, like depending on, you go out, if you do it right.
Were they good fertilizers?
You go out to like a field and you take a bunch of samples, and then you can like, if you take the samples, you can figure out what different like chemicals a field needs.
Yeah.
And so they'll like basically get a prescription for a field and mix fertilizers, like nitrogen,
So
phosphorus,
Papa
potassium.
Rude is a genius.
NPK?
No.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh.
So my dad would they'd get like a little sheet that would tell them how much of each they would need to like mix together. And it's basically medial labor. And my dad was like,
You better catch up.
my dad was telling me like in the busy time of season, he said they'd be working like 15-hour days. Like, as long as the farmers needed, it's called Ag's Services because if the
Sounds like
farmers need
Wilderness
this or
Ridge,
that,
to be honest.
they got to take it out to the farmers.
Pretty much.
Is Wilderness Ridge on an ag services basis at
No.
this point? I think it might be.
So what my dad was telling me was, like after work, he was like, basically you get off from your 15-hour shift and you go. He was
I'm not
telling
gonna say what I just said.
He was telling me they'd go out and they'd drink on fire roads. And a fire road was basically like, do you know what a fire road is?
Absolutely no.
A fire road
like
is
a turnoff.
A fire road is
The fire hydrant.
out in the country.
Yeah.
A fire road, basically they called it that because it was like in between fields there'd be a road of dirt.
Fire
To
hydrant.
if there was a fire spreading, theoretically it would stop at the dirt and wouldn't spread.
Me
So
and my
you'd
buddies
go out in
used
the
to light
country.
fireworks off there. Yeah.
So he was
You
saying,
didn't have no gravel roads in
Look up
Cali.
Watsonville, California.
so he was saying,
Absolutely not.
Shout out Watsonville, California.
Look up Sterling, Nebraska.
Well, no shit. You lived on a fucking
We have-
acre of gravel, dude.
Dude, motherfucker,
I'm
we had 10 paved roads in the entire town.
I didn't realize.
So he was
this a
saying
fucking
that
dick
you'd
off
go out
of
on
how
fire
poor we are,
roads.
but,
So he was saying that you would go out on fire roads
we're having a pour off
and drink,
yeah.
like in someone's vehicle. Right. Well, he said there was one time where, he was pretty drunk, working a lot of hours, so consequently not sleeping very much. Well, he was at work one day, and he was standing there with another guy mixing fertilizers, and he was leaning up against the wall, and he just fell asleep while standing up against the wall.
Happens to the best of us.
And his boss came by and kind of like hit him, was like, you all right? And my dad was kind of like, yeah, I'm pretty tired, but I'm all right. And his boss was like, okay. But he fucking fell asleep standing up, leaning against the wall, fell asleep.
That's probably like the
That is crazy.
It's probably the 100th time his boss like experienced that too, where it's like, well, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a different time.
We got another drunkard. I mean, that's what.
When my dad severely hungover, he claims he has the flu.
It is.
He'll hit you with
the green bottle flu, or the brown bottle flu, or the clear bottle flu.
He'll hit you with the I'm sick. I think I ate something bad. He'll hit you with the food poisoning.
Hey,
and my mom goes,
I took 2 buzz balls to the face.
That's
and
what you
chased it
do
with-
too. You do the same thing.
yeah, I might be sick.
Well, because you drank probably 400 drinks, and then we're like, well, I had a bad beer at a bar, so I think that's probably what got me. And it was like, all right, sure.
Oh, yeah. The fucking McKinney's, dude.
Yeah, McKinney's gave me a sour beer.
That fucking beer was bad.
Oh, yeah. I gotta talk about. Oh, we also gotta talk about.
Motherfucking beer was
the
bad.
mud on the cart.
Do the bosses listen to this at all? No. All right, good.
Dude, that beer was bad at McKinney's.
You drank 400 drinks.
It fucked my stomach up.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other 399 drinks.
Start from the top.
Oh,
then tell your version of the story. You can defend yourself after.
So, this isn't gonna look for good. I was
Talking
driving.
your mic.
I was driving down a 16th fairway, which is pretty straight.
No. The McKinney.
Where the hell
Oh,
are
the
we
McKinney.
going?
Sorry, I thought we were talking about. I might be shit faced. Huh?
Jesus.
All right, so
man, where the fuck are you going?
Oh.
I'm at McKinney's. You're at Wilderness Ridge. Where the fuck is this story
Got
headed?
different priorities. No,
I guess.
No.
God damn.
So me and Spencer at this point, let me backtrack.
Shame, man.
I might be shit-faced.
Let me backtrack. Hold up. Let me get there.
What's going on the bin quotes? Your cigarette just blew off.
No, okay, so me and Spencer, we were trying to get into the not the Brass Trail. Rail yard.
Oh my god.
Could not get into the rail yard, so we were like, let's find a local bar.
How many people have clicked off of this video?
Every one of them. Connor, hey, Bones. Shout out Bones.
He's all about this. He loves it. Bones is eating this one out.
So, yeah,
I'm gonna have to chalk this episode
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're the
Tell the story.
No. So we're at McKinney's.
Tell it. Come on.
Shut up. We're at McKinney's. We're drinking.
Okay,
Spencer orders a beer.
Sorry. Start from the beginning. You guys drank a lot.
Oh, we drank a lot. We pre-gamed hard.
At his house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And multiple people's place, but whatever. Mainly Spencer's. We showed up at whose apartment? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Talking your mic.
No.
We did, and you don't. We got an Uber from somebody else's apartment. Shut up. All right, so
So you were pre-gaming.
from I think it was Will's
Will's.
apartment.
Yeah,
it was
we went
Will's
to
apartment.
Will's.
So we got an Uber. Try to get. We went. So it's Colorado, Nebraska. If nobody knows, that's the game of the year. Like everybody's trying to get to that game, watch it from wherever.
Tickets were hundreds
of dollars,
sometimes thousands.
Everybody knew we were gonna blow them out to you. $100, whatever.
And we did. Obviously.
We shut them out. Not shut them out, but
Yeah,
we came close.
I don't think
Whatever. The point is, Spencer, it's like, we're not getting it. We go to McKinney's. We get to McKinney's. I get
you go to a bar in the Haymarket.
A bar in the Haymarket.
After having pre-gamed at multiple places.
A lot.
Having drank lots of
beverages.
beverages.
Yeah, like more than 10 is what I'll say. So
you didn't have more than 10.
I get probably, what I get? A rum and Coke, and then you got a beer.
Yeah.
And you were fine actually after the beer. It wasn't until the next day where Spencer's like, that beer at McKinney's probably got me. He probably had 40 drinks after the beer at McKinney's.
I don't even remember those.
Well, of course you don't. You were blacked out. What I'm saying is...
Talking to your mother.
What I'm saying is...
Dude, these stories are going to go haywire after McKinney's.
We'll find. No, but...
Okay, basically, you had tons of drinks.
Shout out
You went to
episode
McKinney's, had some kind of beer.
One drink.
Continued on partying.
One drink. That's
you
the funny part.
my version of the story?
And then you go, man, that one beer I had out of the 50,000.
I had 100
You want to hear my version?
Though. Yeah, sure.
So, we were pre-gaming at my house. I had White Claws. And I got a 24 rack. And I drank them all. So, 24 down.
We're at 24
White Claws.
Okay. Yes, I know what...
Yeah.
How fast did you drink 24 White Claws?
Probably 4 or 5 hours.
Jesus.
So, I mean, it was a good long time. And then I remember getting to Will's. I drank the rest of them there. I'd probably drank 4 at Will's. And then we Uber down to the rail yard. And I look up and I see the line to the rail yards all the way to Barry's. And I go, we're not getting in. Might as well go to McKinney's. And he's like, I'd be down for that. And so we walk to McKinney's. I get 1 beer.
Wait, so you were already in the rail yard?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I look at the line.
This was the Mike story.
Order for Mike? Yeah.
I love this story.
This is way before that, though. This is
the whole thing.
This is an hour before that.
I'm gonna say what I remember.
Honestly, if you have a cig, I don't even care. Fucking spark it up.
So this is
Go for it.
What I remember. This is how I remember
This is
it.
awesome.
So you heard him story. This is kind of like
yeah. Give me your version.
We go to
4 White Claws in 4 hours.
4 to 5.
4 to 5.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here.
But then we go to McKinney's. I get a beer, and then we go. And
what did you get that apparently fucked you up so bad?
I told the waitress. I said, "Give me your lightest beer you have on tap."
You're like, I'm 24 deep at this point. I need something that's next to water, but still has alcohol in it.
Yeah.
She was like, I got what you need.
That's basically what I told her by saying, "Give me your lightest beer you have."
Okay.
And this beer was sour.
What do you mean by sour? Like stale or...
No, it tasted like you put a fucking warhead in your mouth.
Like literally sour, like tangy.
Yeah. The tangy sour, and I'm like... Ugh.
Do you even remember what it was?
No.
Like what the name of it was?
No. I didn't ask. I was too fucked up to ask.
You're like, I don't care the price. I don't care the name. I'm
gonna do it. So I did it. I don't even think I finished it. And then I remember getting so fucked up. I was like, I know a way to get in. So we get into the rail yard. We
gotta tell the story of how you got into the rail yard.
Oh, we jumped the fence.
No. Tell the whole story.
We're walking.
I'm trying to train these guys on how to tell a proper story.
So we're walking through the alley. We walk through that alley. And then we go down by Mellow Mushroom.
The alley where you like to puke.
Yeah, I love that.
Piss?
And piss. That's my pissing alley. And puking alley. But anyways, so, yeah. And then we come out on Pinnacle Bank, road, like that road. That's Mellow Mushrooms on the corner, Pinnacle Banks to your left. You know. We walk down that way, and I'm like, oh shit, let's just cut across here and get into like that Mellow Mushroom like outside seating. And then for some reason, him goes, oh, we gotta go into Mellow Mushroom. I'm like, why? The railroad's right there. There's nobody standing there. Let's just go. And he goes, no, we gotta go into Mellow Mushroom.
There was security.
Wait, but
there was 100%.
Why couldn't you get into the rail yard? Wasn't it like
max capacity?
It was max capacity.
Yeah. But anyways, so
and they had a blockade. Wait, but they had a blockade set up between
the road,
Mellow Mushroom, and Longwell's.
Yeah.
Where you got it.
They were checking
like they had the whole street blocked off, basically.
Yeah. But then we walk into Mellow Mushroom and he goes, you got an order for Mike? And she goes, no. And he goes, God damn it. And looks around and then we walk out. And then we walk kind of like...
Because it's like connected. There's like a small brick wall you step over to get into Mellow Mushroom. And then if you walk out the door, you're in the rail yard.
And then we walk a little, like, probably 30 to 45 paces south of Mellow Mushroom. Okay. And then there's another opening with no security, and we walk into the rail yard. And then next
cocksuckers.
And then next thing I know, after we walk in the rail yard, I black out. Next thing I know,
What is that? What is that like?
Oh, like
next thing you know, I black out. Like, what do you mean? How can if the whole basis around a blackout is you don't remember anything, how can you remember blacking out?
No, because you can remember where
I remember
and you remember your last memory?
Yeah. Like, I'm walking into the rail yard, and then boom. And then
that's your last memory is walking.
And then I come to, like, keeled over by the rail.
Keeled over?
Yeah, by the train station, the last parking garage. Jesus Christ. And I'm calling, and then, like, I come to telling Courtney, like, where I'm at, and they're like, you gotta pick me up right now. And I just go. And then I remember her, like, parking her car, getting in the car, and then boom, done. Don't remember till I woke up.
That is every Spencer story downtown, by the way.
I gotta pee.
Is he gets there, gets fucked up for 2 hours, and then it's like...
Gets there, and you're like,
and then
you want a drink? And he's like, I've had 10.
And then you lose him.
You're like, what?
And then it's like, Courtney picked me up, and it's like, when did that happen? Like,
he's like, I need 25 McNuggets, and then I'm good.
Buy me 150 pizza rolls and 2 orders of large fries, and I'll be good. That is Spencer.
One of my topics here is about eating binges. So it's kind of funny how he came to that.
Oh,
remember when you tried to train me how to...
Train you?
Train me how to... Ben tried to train me how to figure out where my stopping point was one night.
Oh, that didn't happen at all.
No.
Your alcohol limit?
Yeah. He was like, dude, you gotta, like, feel it coming on, and you gotta, like, stop yourself.
Because I feel like you can feel the fuzz of the night.
No.
The fuzz?
Where it's like, I might... Like, this next drink might play a vital...
Put me over the edge?
The next drink is a coin flip.
Right.
Okay, but in your scenario, the coin flip being blacking out or not?
Right. Oh, yeah.
But his coin flip we were talking about was impinging on his golf game.
There's times...
what kind of golf game... I mean, what kind of coin flip are you talking about?
I have no idea. The coin flip is finding your way home when you're downtown. That's the first one.
I always get my way home.
Well, you have Courtney, so that's...
Yeah.
That's a cheat code. A lot of us have to use Uber, and it's like, that's the 4th white car I've seen. Is that mine or not?
Talking to your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dude,
Hey, smoke into your mic.
No, like, I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Like, There's been times when I was in college where I just skipped the whole drunk phase and went straight to a blackout.
What?
I don't even want to know what that's like.
Oh, it was scary.
I've never.
I thought I missed the whole entire party. Wake up and Connor goes, "Dude, you were a fucking menace last night." And I go, "I don't even remember anything."
Okay. How about this? Tell me about...
Blackouts are kind of scary.
Tell me about it.
Terrifying.
Tell me about a time where you came to from a blackout like the next day and someone was like, "Dude, you said the craziest thing to so-and-so," that you're willing to divulge. Tell me about a blackout story where you're like, I really did that?
I got a worse one than just saying something to
Or
someone.
just something you did.
My 18th...
Like you put mustard on your dick and
When
put your dick in a hot dog bun and walked out to the whole party naked.
Never
when
that.
I was in college, we perused like right by the Missouri River.
Yeah.
And me and Connor had a house party. I remember I was drinking, and then, like I was drinking Natty Light because I was a broke college student, cheap beer.
Liquid gold?
Yeah, liquid gold. And I was drinking all that, and then next thing I know, I wake up because I felt warm, like really hot, and it was the sun rising, and
Connor was pissing on you, and he was like, "Dude, you got stung by a jellyfish." And
No.
you're like, "How did we get to an ocean?"
Oh, hell no, Ocho. You's better come.
No, and
You's better come in my mouth,
I
Ocho.
woke up because the sun was hitting my face, and I was on the beach on the river.
Wait,
And that's
I wasn't that far off.
And that's from me and Connor's house. That was like a 10-mile walk. So I had to have either rode with someone, walked, I don't know, but I walked down that.
You woke up next to a river.
Yeah, and I called Connor and I go, "Dude, you gotta pick me up." And he goes, "Where the fuck are you?" And I go, "I'm at the boat dock." And he goes, "How?" And I go, "I don't know."
Were you crying?
Yeah, it was
Damn
close.
near, pert near.
Because I was hurting bad, like
can't even blame
hangover.
Oh, well, I mean,
I'm tripping
no
over-
jokes aside, it's got to be scary.
You're at a place you don't know where you are.
Dude, I knew where I was when I woke up and looked around a little bit.
You're like, I don't know where I am.
This is the
And
fucking
I just
boat
want to
dock.
breakfast.
I told Connor, because like, I was just pissed because I was like still half drunk, like tripping over my feet. And like, I'm fucking muddy and just beat to hell. I'm like, "You gotta pick me the fuck up." He comes in and he goes,
I mean, luckily you had your phone on you.
Jesus
"Yeah,"
Christ.
and it wasn't dead.
I
That
feel
was like
I feel like a lot of times blackout stories are like, I don't know where my phone is,
Yeah.
or it's dead. My phone was dead. I don't have my wallet.
it was my
or
last
keys.
call. It was at like 5%, so I had one chance probably.
Oh, shit.
Otherwise, I was walking all the way back to the house. It was bad. It was real bad.
That sounds terrible. Jesus Christ.
I don't think I've never really like fully blacked out downtown Lincoln.
No shit.
I've browned out.
Oh, I've blacked out downtown Lincoln.
Yeah, we know.
First time I ever went downtown Lincoln, I got
You
lost.
butt dialed your mom.
Butt dialed my mom. She found me on, I don't even know what street she found me on.
It was Sandy's, you know?
Yeah, O Street.
Oh,
Yeah, but-
like 14th or some shit.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no, O.
Oh hell no,
It was
Ocho.
Oh hell no, O Street.
He was on a north-south street.
You about to Elk Creek water? Okay, what?
You better
He
come.
was a block west of Sandy's on the north-south street.
Okay, so
And
I don't know.
I called.
Yeah, I don't know,
Fucking, I don't know.
but yeah, I
16th. I don't know.
good guess probably.
Yeah.
That's where his mom found him.
Yeah, it was.
But
4 in the morning.
he was doing laps, like he did circles.
Around
I
the
did
block.
probably
Yeah.
2 hours of laps. It was like 4 in the morning.
You're like,
Trying to
Just
find
turn
his
left.
car.
I was trying to drive home. Don't drive home.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Not a good idea, folks.
I needed my car to get home. Listen, I needed a car to get home. That's fine.
And by the grace of God, he butt dialed his mom.
After, by the way...
Wait, so why didn't you just call your mom?
You
didn't want to admit to her?
Oh, no, I was blacked out. I'm blacked out drunk. I don't know what's going on. I'm not making any thoughts by myself.
There's no rational decisions happening.
No, I'm not making a single thought. And, I didn't mean to call her either. That was the thing. I blacked out, butt dialed her. By the way,
your phone did an SOS
I shattered my phone. My phone screen was... I couldn't see my phone screen.
Oh my God, I didn't know that part.
Oh yeah, ask Gavin about that. I couldn't see my phone screen, and I managed to butt dial her, and she's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, you know, I'm not giving an answer. I'm like, I'm a fucking and you know, fucking grade 14 over here. You know.
And, like, I'm by a Valve box.
Yeah,
by the Sacagawea statue.
Yeah, so there's a fire hydrant. Come find me, and then it's basically like that.
There's a homeless man, and he's playing a washboard.
Oh, then my dad.
Love that guy.
My dad tried to.
Dude, he has like a washboard tie that he wears now. He's upgraded. I've given him a couple bucks.
I have too.
I haven't admitted this to anybody, but.
Whoa! Live on the pod. Hold on. Live on the pod. Hold on. Let me document this time. Let me.
My dad was like, "You were on Vine in 27th," which, by the way, is nowhere.
Wait, during when this story took place?
When I blacked out, which is nowhere near the Haymarket or O Street. It's very far from both places.
27th and Vine.
Look up 27th and Vine.
I know where 27th and Vine
is. And then just know where O Street is. It's a couple miles. It's a couple
from O Street.
From O.
No.
I used to park by the Walgreens there to walk to ride a bike to a math class I had when I was at UNL.
So he was like, so what? You just parked on 27th
in the Walgreens parking lot,
and he was like, so there was like a tattoo.
And I rode
parlor.
my bike.
There was a tattoo parlor, and he's like, so you
Moose's tooth.
God, dude.
No,
I wish
Penelope's
you would
or
have got
something.
Well, I don't. No, I mean, there's Moose's tooth is in that intersection.
No, but
I would have laughed.
No, but he was like, so you drove, and I was like, no, not at all. And he told me that, I was like, oh no, like I definitely drove to. Hey, cops! Shh. I definitely drove from the Haymarket to 27.
Does it count though if you don't remember?
It shouldn't.
Yeah,
it shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but it does. It definitely does.
So my buddy Jake was driving from.
Not me.
Not him.
Different one.
He was driving a black Ford.
A different one.
Different black Ford truck, and he picked me up in a different.
It was not me.
No, and it was a different. It was a different 4-seater, and
not me.
It was a different.
You're just describing my truck with my name.
He's got nothing.
I gotta back up the story somehow. No,
it was a black F-150
no,
Lariat Super Crew.
Should we talk about the
squeaky brakes?
Yeah, get the mud story.
Should we talk about the mud story?
Oh my fucking god! Please, for the last 8 minutes,
I need to hear it.
This might have to be like. This might have to be like a lost footage episode because I don't know if this is even postable.
It's bad, man.
Basically,
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna get fired on tomorrow.
No.
So me and Spencer,
you made it right.
Okay, Okay, I'm saying no now, but tell us the story, and then I'll tell you whether or not I think you'd get fired.
we just
talk in your mic.
So, so number 15 at Wilderness Ridge has a water feature. That's a it's kind of like a. What?
It's
how do you
nothing.
describe it? It's not a water
hole.
feature. It's
talking to your mic.
It's really not
It's a honey hole.
A honey hole.
Don't sidetrack him.
What the fuck's a honey hole?
See what you just did.
Yeah.
We'll describe it after your story.
No. Wait.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. So there's a hole.
Shut up and talk.
There's a hole made of honey.
Jesus Christ! It's a fucking water feature. It pours water.
People who don't work at golf, whatever. All right.
It's a fucking creek.
That's
all it is. It's a water-fed creek.
Listen, I get that you won the tournament, but let's calm down.
That has nothing to do with it.
No, you got to ego.
It's just a water.
No,
it's a water-fed creek.
It's a water-fed creek, And so we finished cleaning it. Everything went really well. That
Take your mic and put it up against your fucking mouth.
This is so good.
Georgie's getting mad.
I'm sorry.
He's going like this.
George. Hey, George, you need another one?
This one's full.
We'll drink it.
We should do a
You
third
need another
episode.
one.
No, okay. So,
My eyeballs are floating. I gotta piss so bad.
so basically, I was driving the crew around from 15 to 16 back to the shop. Which
Who is the crew?
Me.
him. He's a crew.
Literally, me and him.
I go
Okay.
driving. I see a cart, and I'm like, oh, I should avoid that.
Hey,
I
talk
see
into
it.
your fucking mic.
I see a cart. I say, let's avoid that. Turns out I missed it a lot. I hit the biggest mud pile you've ever seen.
Right by 16 Green, you know that turn, kind of?
Yes.
Oh,
By the way, so
both tires.
I know exactly what happened, but they don't.
both.
both
Okay, so me and
tires,
Spencer
man.
were like, okay, let's hope for the least worst. I just got the cart muddy. I went back. So I drove into a mud pile, splashed mud everywhere onto a member's cart.
And my thinking is I just look straight down and I'm like, if I don't see this, it didn't happen.
I didn't look at them either, to be fair. I have totally avoided them. But then I felt so bad because I know how that probably feels like. So this guy just splashed mud everywhere and he drove away.
I was at the shop, and you guys come flying in.
Yeah,
and
you
you're
know.
like, do you have a rag? And I was like, no.
What?
And you're like,
Yeah.
where can we get a rag? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
And
so,
then you're like, him fucking sprayed mud all over someone's cart. And
well,
I'm like,
Spencer
what?
does love to just throw the blame on somebody else
I wasn't driving!
and then run away.
So it's my fault?
No, but you're gonna say every no.
Oh, fuck.
No,
Here
no,
we go.
no.
You were his co-pilot. You should have been like, left in 30 meters.
Can I get some backup? No, what I'm gonna say though.
I'm just kidding.
Well, if we went left
You're
30 meters, we're going to be in the goddamn fucking drainage
just kidding.
ditch.
Well, there's another mud pile, probably 30 meters. What I'm
sure
saying
there
is I hit a mud splash that covered a member's cart and both their bags. Both their bags.
Oh
hit
my
both?
god. Okay.
One
so
of
all we
them-
know
Oh,
is that you
no.
were getting a rag and heading back out, and that's the last thing we know.
One of them with a totally white bag.
Oh no!
So I go back and I'm like, so I think I hit your cart. And they're like, well, you got mostly the bag.
So
and
you
I'm
rolled
like,
up on him.
with wet towels, I made sure to make, I showed up
Paper
like
towels or like rags?
rags.
The
Okay.
blue
Actual
rags. I went and grabbed the blue rags from the
No, you didn't.
irrigation room.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I did.
Way to throw yourself under the bus, too.
I got you the rags.
What I'm saying is, fuck no. No.
So you rolled up on him on 17?
In the fairway
18.
of 17. And you know what's
Talking to
funny?
Mike.
And I pulled up to it, so it's a threesome. So there's two carts, one with one guy,
Okay.
another with two. I
Okay.
pull up to the guy with one. I didn't touch his cart. I'm like,
He was fine.
he was like, right. And I was like, I think I messed up the other cart's bag. And he's like, yeah, you did. And I was like,
Oh, he was like, oh yeah, you did.
I was like, oh, fuck. So I pull up to him. They're in the middle of 17. I pull up. I'm like, all right. I'm so sorry. Like,
You were
fuck.
trying to rectify the situation.
Oh, I acted like I was like, I'm so fucking sorry. This is gonna
you were
kill
acting
me.
like a little bitch.
Right,
But
'cause
as sometimes we have to do.
You have to. Listen, I could give a fuck about their bag. They have millions of dollars.
Right. These guys.
They can afford a new bag. Like,
Right.
But I have to act like I care, right? So there I am. Like, I'm so fucking sorry. And they're like, well, I think we can get the cart guys to do it. I'm like, no. Like, no.
Oh, so they were even trying to tell you, like, it's okay.
Right, they were, but I'm like, well, so they're going to tell the cart guys. The cart guys are going to tell the pro. The pro's going to call Tom. And sure enough, there's going to be a meeting about me.
No.
Getting
I don't
mud.
think it would get that far.
That's where my head was at.
It might.
It would probably die at Mike.
Hopefully.
Some little cart kid would be
Listen.
like, they got a bunch of mud on them. And Mike would be like,
Dude,
well,
no.
fucking clean it.
It was a white bag. That's what freaked me out. Because the black bag wasn't that bad, and I was like,
Was
well,
the white bag bad?
Yeah. Dude, there was probably... What's the width of a Heineken bottle? Just a
I don't know.
No, whatever. Fuck it. There was a clump of
3
mud.
inches?
There was a clump of mud on a white bag this wide. Just stuck to his bag. And I'm like, you want me to get that? And he's like, we'll ask the cart guys. I'm like, alright, so... I'm fired tomorrow. Like,
You're not fired tomorrow.
no, well, that's kind of where my head's been at since I did that. And I was like, well, I might hear about it. There's gonna be probably a meeting where it's like,
You would only hear about it if they actually voiced a complaint.
which they
This
might,
is how it
though.
would go. This is how it would go. Okay. This is how far it would have to travel.
Mm-hmm.
They tell a cart kid. A cart kid tells Mike.
Mike tells Tom.
It would probably die there, but Mike, unless it was really bad,
tell Tom.
would maybe be like, hey, apparently one of the guys splashed someone's cart.
Yes. And their
Tom
bag.
would tell Craig, and then in the morning meeting, Craig would be like, we need to watch where we're driving when we're around golfers. And then we would go about our day.
That's
where it would die.
This is where I freaked out, is because I don't typically wear the Wilderness Ridge uniform.
And I was wearing a fucking purple Vikings hat.
Which I didn't. I was like, that
There's
doesn't
only
matter.
fucking 2 people out there wearing a black polo and a Vikings hat.
By the way, I would cover for you 100%.
I would cover for you.
No, but that doesn't matter because
If they're gonna fire
I
me,
don't care. Listen, I work at Wilderness Ridge because I like you and you.
Insane.
And Zane. And Gavin. And
Nolan.
I don't hate the other 2.
Early.
I like Early.
Okay.
I love
so
Early.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
you
like
would
everyone.
Darius? Mark?
Darius is cool. Bruce gets on my nerve.
I gotta tell you.
Well, hey, George, we're at an hour.
Go for it.
Alright.
Bruce sucks. No. Bruce is the man. But what I'm saying is...
Yeah.
is I was very concerned about my well-being at Wilderness Ridge because I've had problems with driving too fast from Tom, and I was like, well,
You have a driving record.
I have a driving record, and here comes another huge problem.
Here comes another dent on the old record.
Well, because they can. This thing's so.
How the fuck did you just do that?
When I opened it, there was so much
Look
foam.
at that.
I know. Shut
It
up.
looks like you just shot cum all over the floor.
Well, I did, and well, I did. Okay,
I don't know if we can.
I'm a shooter.
I don't even know.
I'm
if
a
we
shooter.
can publish this episode.
Oh, we can. Oh, hell no, Ocho.
Oh, hell no, Ocho.
He's about to come.
Well, I do have a couple more topics.
Can we cover him?
Okay. If you want to keep going. Is this yours?
No. Mine's gone.
You were talking about how dependent you are on your girlfriend to rescue you in your drunken times of needs
And cook me food.
and cook you food.
That's him.
They
I've
are
only had ramen
they're on
since she left.
they are on a
My God, you would
bachelorette
die.
trip right now.
You would
My
die.
girlfriend and your girlfriend.
I've still been... I lived through college. I'm listening.
My girlfriend and your girlfriend are on a bachelorette trip right now. Did your girlfriend send you any weird messages today? So just mine.
Yeah.
They must have been
Must
playing.
have been.
They must have been playing some kind of game.
Remember the last time they played a game?
What?
Remember the last time they played a game?
Yeah, that was really
Halloween
weird.
or whatever?
No, it was when they went... It was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, what?
Lena messaged me.
the fuck?
She Venmoed me $1 and was like, "Thanks for last night. I can't stop thinking about your sweet lips." And I immediately Snapchatted her and was just like, "You're playing a game, aren't you? Aren't you?"
That
And
shit
she was like,
worth
"Yes."
10 cents.
That's the end of that story.
I know
The next
Hey,
topic.
Georgie's got some sweet lips. Ask Cam. Next time Cam's on, everybody, ask Cam about Jake's sweet lips.
Literally, all Cam needs to do
I'm
is
gonna come.
purchase a $50 Blue Snowball, which is what you guys are using, microphone,
Correct.
and Cam and I could do on location, or not on location, but long distance podcast episodes or whatever.
Yeah. Anything over like
He could
Once
be
he
up
gets
here.
back from Egypt. Oh, that would be hilarious.
Well, that's what I was saying. The screen adds a level of we can add whoever we want, really.
We could put the little
If
guy
we
up.
FaceTime someone in and put them up on the screen.
Oh yeah, we
Can
could
we call
put the
Zane
little guy
right
up.
Can we try it right now?
Let's call Zane.
Call Zane?
Yeah, Zane Zerbrook.
I swear to God.
Zane's probably
Let me.
Plug me back.
Zane's probably about to come.
He's coaching. Well, I guess if it's 9:55.
And his ladies.
He's at the casino. I guarantee.
Let me shut up.
I gotta pee.
Okay, here's while we're waiting for this to boot up. The other topic I had was I don't remember. I don't remember what made me think of this. But I was thinking about this guy that was at Midland. He was this black dude, and his name was either Jonathan or Jonathan. And after a while, it dawned on me, and I was like, "Did your parents like really want to name someone Jonathan?" And then
Oh my god! I didn't even think about that.
They got lazy.
I didn't think about. They're like, well, shit, he's black. Fucking, let me.
I don't know if he was like adopted, but part of me thinks like this guy was adopted by white parents,